All right, welcome back. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add these to cover up the numbers. I fussy cut them while I was transferring the video. And I'm going to do the same thing here. Okay, so those are glued down. So those are just going to be some little extra inserts in here. It's kind of some fun, some fun things in there. All right, so the next thing, just refer back here. Okay, on the back, very last page. We've got these two things. Now this is a vintage playing card. And I think the idea was to have it sideways, but I don't really want that sideways. Maybe instead I'll do something different. I'll put this here. Yes, so we're going to go ahead and just attach this to this pocket here and leave it open. The cool thing about having some journal supplies or junk journal supplies, whatever you want to call them, is I actually have a stash. So there's not a ton of prep other than my decor items that I want to do. And then we're just going to go ahead and stick this on the back page. Okay. I'm going to dig in my stash here and find some tags to go in there. I think that one would be really pretty. And then let's do maybe a guest check instead. Do a guest check. And then I don't know if I have enough scraps to create a tag like I did in there. Let's see. That could kind of be a nice tag right there. Cover it with coffee dyed paper. Take something that's already cut that will fit. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so for this, I'm going to glue it to the back of some coffee dyed paper. When I was making journals, I did a lot of stitching too, a lot of sewing, but my sewing machine is on the other side of this table stored, so I have to dig it out if I want to do any sewing. Go ahead and attach that there. And then go ahead and cut this out. Now you can still do a regular tag shape on this, but on this one, my journal, like I had showed you in the previous video, how you could cut and make a tag shape. I'm actually going to do a decorative edge on this. So I just need to grab that punch. This punch here is available as a bundle. I can't remember what it came with. So I'm just going to slide this in though, because I want to give this a decorative edge, and I'm going to do the same thing on this side. There we go, and we've got the cute tag. And then just slide that in. So there we go, there's that pocket. Okay, so now let's see what else we need to do. There was something back here. There we go. So we're getting into our digitals just to add some interest here, and I'm going to try to hold that open. All right. So I just need to find something I want to use as a tuck. I used a little clock in there. This one right here, and I think I'll go ahead and do that, but I'm going to probably want to back that because this is on copy paper. Scrap. Could do it on some gray. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and glue this on and cut it out after it's glued on. I'm actually, it's my video that I just finished, the two that I'm combining into one is finishing up here, and I want to try to catch it before you can hear me in the background. What I'm going to do is just go ahead and cut around this. This is going to be like a little tuck, so I need it to be more substantial. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this I think instead of here it is. We're going to put this right here, and we're going to turn this into a little tuck. Put my block there. And so I'm just going to kind of do it, I'm going to look at it as if there was a triangle and just kind of do it around the edge where, so it'll hold my tucks in. That probably looks good. Set that there. Now because I didn't turn that into pocket, I'm just going to stick that in there. And then find another piece, maybe this piece right here. Okay. All right. And some of these I'm just leaving thin. Now this isn't like 20-pound copy paper. It is a little bit thicker than that, but it's still not cardstock. And I'm just going to stick that right behind there. There's your little, and someone could take that and turn it into a pocket. Or put some copy paper or some kind of paper on the back and turn it into a journal card. So the next thing we're going to do now is we're going to, well, I think we're just going to continue with the tucks. Okay, so now I have this. So we're going to take some of this. I'm doing good as I'm only 10 minutes in. Yay. Okay. So I have some, here we go. That's what I'm looking for. We have some wallpaper that I am just going to turn into a little tuck spot here. And that is going to be, is that on the wallpaper? Yep. So we're going to do it on this piece right here. Yeah, I think we'll do that. So we're going to want that. Let's see. We're going to turn it into a tuck, actually, not a pocket, but a tuck. 3/4. So I'm going to cut this at about 3 3/4. You know, you can make your tucks, whatever, pockets as big or little as you want, as long as they fit in the book and you close it. Okay. So for a tuck, we're only going to glue down these two sides. It just gives us more space to put more stuff in it. Put that right there. Okay, so we're going to put something else on this pocket. Check out what we've got here. I'm going to do the same thing I did in this other one. There's these giant labels that are just really cool, and this one has birds on it. So I'm going to do that one. Fussy cut that. Okay. Now this is going to be turned into, it is going to be more fragile because it's copy paper, but we're going to turn this into a pocket on top of the tuck. And I'm going to leave this edge, and the top edge without glue. Stick that down right there. Okay, so what I did here then is I just have like, I'm going to put these pretty flowers in there. So part of your decorating, besides just creating tucks and pockets, and etc., is what you put in it. So I think this is very, very pretty in there. So that will go in there. And then see what we have left for some digitals I have here. This has really been great because not only did I use up a paper pad, but I actually got to use some digitals that I've had in my stash for a little bit. I don't remember where this one came from. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut this down. Let's see, I think I want this side right here. So we need it to be, say, about 5 inches wide. Sorry about that. Okay, and so all I did here is I just folded this in half, approximately, and just tuck this back there. And now we have some more journaling space, or a piece that can be used to help decorate this journal even more. Okay, there's that. And let's see what else we have. That is super simple. There's some things that are going to take some time. I have to do a little bit of prep work here. All right, here's this one. So I have a tablet of these. I picked them up at Tuesday Morning years ago when I, well, not years and years ago, but several years ago when I was in Oregon. So what I want to do, we're going to create another spot, and that is going to be I did it on this piece right here. Okay, let's see what we can cut up to fit on that space. I have a bunch of these bigger ones from Shabby Dabby Doodah. I think that's a little small, that too. I think we'll just do a tuck here. That'll be cute. So we're going to use this as a tuck. I had a pocket in the other one, but I can't find anything that'll work good. So I'm going to glue this side and that side. Okay, and then fold this in half, just stick that in there, and then I'm going to get, have some of this thicker coffee dyed paper, and I think I'll just cut a tag. Let's see, how wide do we want it? Just a plain tag to be written on both sides. 2 inch. Maybe we'll do 2.5. We'll do a 3-inch tag. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and turn this into a tag. I'm just going to leave it plain like that and just pop that in there. Okay. So I want it a little bit more decorative right there. I think I want to cut that down just a little bit. It's a little too tall. That's better. Okay. So on the centers, I just found some cute things in my digitals here to turn into little tucks. Did these stamped images, I like those, so we'll go ahead and cut those out. And I'm just going to do a straight cut down the edge. Okay, that looks good to me. I'm going to ink them. These little sponges that I get from Stampin' Up! Really hold the ink. Or the ink just seems to be in there for quite some time. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just glue just two sides. And all that I'm going to put in there is just some simple, you know, copy paper ephemera pieces. And it just adds a little bit more decoration, so it's not quite so plain. I'm going to do the same thing on this other side. I'm just going to glue these two edges. Okay, and then I'm going to look for some ephemera pieces to stick in there. Let's see. We could do a postcard. That would be cute. Okay, we can just stick that in there. And then on this side, let's see, what egg do I want to put on that side? I think I'm just going to do, that's going to be too big. I think I'm going to just do this one right here. I have an idea for this. And I'm just going to cut straight. It has a scalloped edge, but that'll take a lot of time fussy cutting. I'm going to ink that. Yep, and then I'm going to go ahead and stamp on it. So I think what would be really pretty is to do maybe Orchid Oasis. I'm going to do a fern. Oh, that's very pretty. I like that. Okay, and so that'll be tucked right in there. Oh yeah, I like that. In the center of this one, I have these two pieces here. I'm gonna have to wait till my paper comes in and cut some more, so that'll go into those pockets. But that's done other than that for the center. Let's check this other wallpaper piece. All right, so we need to do something here. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and do a pocket here on this piece of wallpaper. And again, actually it's gonna be a tuck, so I'm just gonna glue right here so I can get full use of this tuck spot. And this is one of the digitals from Shabby Dabby Doodah. I thought this would just be kind of cool, fun thing to put in there. Good old-timey picture type thing. There's that, and then let's see what we got in here. I've got this tag, garment tag, put in there. Now for this altered paper clip, I want to put something that it hangs on to so it doesn't, and I think I'm going to use this piece here. This piece that's folded in third, it's got a cool design right there. And I'm wondering if I should stamp on it. Yeah, I think I will. Because then I can just tuck this right in here, and it'll be really pretty to use as a journal space. So let's get our stamps back out. This one's my favorite one in there, so I think we're going to use that one. I like them all. That's my favorite one. And let's do Orchid. Let's do this one. Let's do Pacific Point. Scrap piece of paper to stamp on. I'm just going to kind of stamp on the edge. I'm going to flip this around, stamp on the edge there, and then I think I will just do a little right there. There, that's pretty. Gives it a little bit more character. Next time I have to offload a video, I'm going to have to clean my chamois. Okay, so we'll add that to this here. And that'll hopefully keep my paper clip from going everywhere. Okay, so next page. Is the other piece of wallpaper right here. So we're going to take this piece, scrap piece that's left, and put it right down the edge there. And we're going to create another little tuck with this wallpaper here. So again, we're just going to do one long side and two short sides. That glued down. Okay. Just want to make sure I didn't glue any pages. Okay, that's glued down. And while that's drying, we're going to just do a page insert here. Let's see what I got left in my digitals. So I have this piece left, but it's too long. But I also have, and I don't remember where these came from, I have these. I think we're going to go with this one. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to fold it in half. And then we're going to have to cut it down. Cut that down and then cut this. I'll cut it at 4.5. That should be plenty of space. Okay, so this just has a pattern to it, and I'm thinking maybe we should put this right here. Will be good. So I'm just going to fussy cut that. And I think I'm going to ink the edges too before, because it is kind of light. The whole point of these are handmade journals. I have some recycled stuff in here, but typically a junk journal you recycle. Everything is recycled. A lot of people make handmade journals with digital, scrapbook paper. So I wouldn't call this a junk journal, just a handmade journal. Trying to make sure I stay in picture, but I have to is such a light photo. Okay. And it says, just to tell, I wish you well, and may we both rely that never shall our friendship well be e'er found running dry. So I'm going to go ahead and ink this. Nice. And then we'll just glue that on there. That'll be a nice little decoration. Okay. And I got messy with the glue. There we go. Now we can stick this in this pocket. Okay, we have a few more things to make, but I'm just going to double check that we have most of the stuff done. Nope, I'm missing this one right here. Oh, and then on the other side of this, let me put something in here. Put my pencil in there. Let's stick the tech. Ooh, this one with the pretty butterfly. Oh, this one has one too, and it says Reminiscence. This will be good. Stick right in there. Okay. We're going to go back to this, and we're going to use that last piece of wallpaper and make a pocket. Hold that there for a minute. And I think I want to decorate on here. That'll give that a chance to dry before we stick that other item in there that I got from, I think it's, I'll think about it, see what I can remember, if I can remember what it's called. I don't know if they still have stuff available or not. See, what do we want to put on the front of that? We could put a label on that and put a word in there. Maybe not. I think we're just going to go with this larger label here. I have a couple prints of these because I didn't fit it to the page, which gave me some bigger ones, but then it cut off some of the images that I wanted to use. We're just going to do that right there. So I'm just going to glue that straight on. Okay. And the piece I want to stick in there is the last of these items. It's just a little booklet of different things. It can also be used to decorate. This is cool. I cannot remember where I got it, but she's on Etsy and she makes ephemera. Put that right in there. So pretty. Okay. And I left that blank because I thought, well, it you can write on it. Let's see, I got that one done. Let's see where we're at for time. We got enough time. Okay, so we're going to make a pocket. I'm actually going to try to do it out of what scraps I have. I think I'm going to do it out of this. Actually, we'll do it out of gray. And, oh, I don't think that's long enough. This is long enough, I think. Well, here's a piece. That's long enough. Okay, let me measure this. 4 1/4. So this is 4 1/4 wide. I need the big cutter for that. Wide. I didn't know I had a piece in there. So we're going to score it at 5 1/2. And I'm going to do 1 1/8 of an inch score. Oops. That's okay because that's going to get glued down. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to fold that up. And this I learned from and we're going to fold this down. Dee Fargo. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to use, I think we're going to use Pacific Point. Make sure all that's off. Yep. So we're just going to ink some of this with some Pacific Point. Okay, and then we're going to ink this part with Pacific Point. just gonna do some of this a little bit here. Okay. And then we're going to take Night of Navy and we're going to stamp, but we'll stamp a different image. We'll stamp, let's stamp that one. And we'll do that in Night of Navy. Okay, let's do that. And then do one more. I'm going to kind of cross it. There we go. Then we're going to go ahead and glue this flap down. And then we're going to go ahead and glue these two sides down here. Now, we need to find a piece that is about 1 inch wide. What do we got here? We've got that. That is towards the back of the book. This would probably be really nice. So we're going to do 4. I'm going to cut that at 4 inches. Yep. And glue that down. All right, so then we're gonna, on this page back here, we're going to make a double pocket. So this is a pocket right here, and we're going to turn that into a pocket. So we're going to just glue on these 3 sides. Hold it, make sure it gets glued down. Flip it back that way. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is, let's see what we have. I think we're actually going to use a piece of shimmery white. We could actually use, I have another piece of thick, I do, coffee dyed paper. We could do that. So I want to measure this. 3¼ what we're going to do is cut this at 3¼ inches wide. I'm making a mess over here. I just cleaned this and now it's a mess. Okay, so this is at 11, so we need to score it at 5½. Oops. Okay. And that's okay that I did that other score line. We'll be covering that up. So we're going to go ahead and burnish that. And then we're going to find some pretty scrap. Pull that out. That we can put on top. Since there's a lot of blue, we're going to just go ahead and go with the blue. So we'll do that one. And we're just going to glue this on here. I'm just going to glue, let's see, we're going to do this side here. So this needs to be, what was this, 3¼ Yeah, so this needs to be 3¼ long. Okay. All right, so then we're going to go ahead, I'm going to take my stronger scissors and we're going to make a tag shape. Okay, so this is going to go in the pocket and it's just a tag flip you can write on. And then for the top part, I have a bunch of these type of planner pages that I got at Tuesday Morning a while back. So I'm just going to cut these 3 holes off. And just fold it in thirds. And then you've got your back pocket there. All right, I believe we only have a little bit more and they're all card based. So I figured since we're using Stampin' Up! Products mostly for decoration, and the only thing we have left to do is decorate the front with the word journal, put our closures in there, and we've got a couple of, I figured we'd make some cards, but they're going to be journal slots. So that'll be in the next video. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one.